Hi, and welcome to Earth Angel Activities, where I'll be doing a reading for you all today. If you need to get in contact with me or if you need a reading, my information is in the description box below. So when I was sitting to prepare for this message, I was hearing Dr. Miles Monroe say, if your battles have intensified, it's because you're on the brink of something big. It's because you're on the brink of something big. This energy is very much of breakthrough. Breakthrough. But sometimes before the breakthrough, there is this sensation of a breakdown. So we're going to start with a quick prayer, and then we'll hop right into the energy. Thank you so much, God. Thank you so much, Most High God. Thank you so much, Divine Mother and Father. Thank you to our angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Thank you so much, God, for the one who is watching. Thank you so much for helping them to understand how much you love them, how much you care for them, how divinely orchestrated this message is in their journey at this time. Thank you for helping them to find peace while this breakthrough is manifesting. Thank you for restoring their faith. Thank you for secret synchronicities to remind them that you are still here, that you have never left, and that you have been helping them, sending angels for them, listening to their prayers and wiping their tears every step of this way. In your name, I thank you so much. We thank you so much for love. We thank you for grace. We thank you for peace. We thank you for healing. In whatever area of life it is called for, we thank you for that, God. Thank you so much. So it is. Ashe. As I was praying, I was hearing, how can you become a teacher if you have never been through school? How can you become the teacher if you have never gone to school? And I'm hearing school of life. It's a big energy about your faith, your strength, your ability to hold on during this breakthrough process. You know, the thing about breakthroughs is that there has been a lot of uncomfortable energy before the breakthrough comes. That's why when a breakthrough is getting ready to come through, it just feels like a tower moment. It feels like everything is falling down. Everything is falling apart. The energy of 33 is coming through very strong. That energy reminds me of the energy of Jesus and how there was this huge, big betrayal. There was pain. There was the cross. There was suffering. There were tears. Jesus wept. And during that weeping, you would think that, you know, a normal person, after someone had been through all of that, they would want their enemies to suffer and to pay. But in that space, there was this energy of a desire for forgiveness and an understanding of his brothers and sisters, and praying for their forgiveness, knowing that they really didn't understand what they were doing. You know, for whatever reason they did what they did, be it for fear or greed or jealousy. You know, they did what they did, right? But it still didn't take away from the power and the glory that was already here. And I'm hearing, don't forget about the promise. You know, don't forget about the promise. I'm also hearing Miles Monroe say that you don't allow the difficulties of the past to force you to forget the promise, because there has been a promise, and this promise was dedicated to you before birth. This is a promise from the divine to you. This is a specific promise. And I'm seeing that you've been going through betrayal after betrayal after betrayal. And I'm even hearing the word theft. And I'm also, trigger warning, hearing things like sexual assault. And there's a lot of energy that is wrapped up around that. But I am hearing so heavily, breakthrough. Don't faint. Don't faint. You know, don't faint. Wow. flame energy. See the other person's point of view. Positive change and fairness. You know, when you are a divine entity, it's not always going to feel fair to you. You know, it's not always in the heat of the energy. It might not always feel fair. But as a chosen being, I know that you can come up in your mind right now with a memory of where something looks so terrible, like someone really tried it. They really tried it, and you may have gotten hurt in the process, right? Like I'm getting situations like work betrayal, getting stabbed in the back by work people, you know, that energy of someone smiling in your face and they really mean you no good at all, right? But because of who you are, you handle things differently because you know in your heart of hearts that all they really want to do is see you be everything but a child of God. They want to see you behave in such a way that contradicts everything that you believe and that your light shines that you believe about the Most High God. And because all of this energy has been around you so long, it is starting to cause you to question your faith. But I'm still hearing your angels say, faint not. Faint not, faint not. This situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. You just watch and see. I feel like for some of you, you've been placed in this closet where you want to hide away and you want to dim your light because you really don't want any attention on you. You really don't want fame and fortune. You want to be comfortable. You want to be helpful. You want to be a productive member of your community. You want your life to be filled with spiritual meaning and spiritual blessings. You're the type of person that even if you did have billions of dollars, the most important thing to you would still be kinship, would still be community. And it's because of that very reason why God is going to bless you financially and abundantly. God wants you to have so much because God knows that your mind is a boss mind. You are a distributor of wealth. You're not a hoarder of wealth. You may even have been thinking recently about living a minimalist lifestyle, right? But with the twin flame energy and see the other person's point of view, some of these situations that have been coming up, it has been feeling like, whoa, like this has just been too much. Like, and that's part of the reason why you have decided to dim your light. It's not that you're dimming your light because of any other reason other than you're afraid that people are going to see your light and try to hurt you, or see your light and try to manipulate you or try to steal your light, you know. But God is saying that your light needs to shine, that you are a light, just like Amaterasu. Amaterasu was dealing with jealousy in her family, you know, and she hid herself away because she was just so bright. Like, she was a bright light. She was so bright, in fact, that when she left, her land became dark and the people missed her. With her being gone, it was so dark that they missed her. And so finally, she set herself free and shone her light once again. It was just like, forget who's jealous of me. This is the way God made you. And you have to tell yourself this. You have to remember these things. This is the way God made you. God made you to shine bright like this because there have been dark times. And even when you have been dealing with, like, because you're an empath and your mission has been to help a lot of people in this world. You know, I even kind of, I get a traveler energy. Like, you might not be known to a lot of people, but you are known by a lot of people. They remember you as that person who did blah, 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 blah whenever they were down. They remember you as an earth angel. And you might not remember these things because that's just your nature. You try to do the right thing as often as possible. But your angels are saying, we were there, we saw, and we remembered, and it's payday for you. It's payday. Everything that has taken place, everything that has gone, we can call it, we'll label it, that has gone bad or gone not according to plan. All of that was to bring you to this blessing now. You know, signs of a breakthrough are when everything around you starts to fall apart. Friendships that used to be A1 day one, they're gone. Finances start to look a little bit less. You can't really see as far as you used to, but you're still eating. You're still eating. You know, jobs, things, habits, they just don't hit the same. The flavor of things just does not hit the same. That's how you know that a breakthrough is coming. That's when you know that the enemy is trying its hardest to make you believe that God isn't coming and that God isn't real. But your angels and your spirit team are here today to tell you that God is. Not only is God coming, but God never left. So keep your faith up. Be the part of the team that you know you were born to be. Don't faint right now. Don't see God as this being who hears your cries and sits and sips his tea. That's not what this is about. God is always moving and working on your behalf. God is always pouring blessings. A lot of times, that's confirmation. A lot of times it is important for us to stay diligent. Stay diligent. Keep our vibration in a space of knowing that God is there, that God is with you. Knowing, you know. I was listening to Neil deGrasse. He did he has a show on YouTube and I really enjoy it. He reminds me so much of my father. But one thing he said kind of stuck to me. He said that, you know, he really doesn't believe in God, and he gave his reasons for why. And, you know, it's not hard to guess what reasons he chose. You know, he chose things like birth defects, violence, and, you know, natural disasters, things like that. He might not have said natural disasters, but I mean, it was to that effect. Like, all these catastrophic things have happened. When does God step in? And when he said that, that really did sting in my soul a bit, because I'm like, well, you know, I can understand why someone would think that, especially someone as smart as he is. He has studied so many things. And if he studied so many things, he's got a why and a reason for most things. So, of course, why would he believe, you know, if he has every reason not to? And so I was cleaning up to prepare for this reading. And I noticed a card that I had written something down on. Usually if I'm watching a documentary or something like that, I'll jot something down so I can research it later. And I found this card that said Dunning-Kruger effect. And I was like, oh my goodness, look at you working, God. Look at you working. As soon as doubt wanted to start creeping into my mind about that concept, like, oh my goodness, you know, I really don't know what to say about that other than, well, God gave me something and I'll tell you in a minute. But with the Dunning-Kruger effect, that is a concept about when you've learned so much about a subject that you think you know all there is to know. And I said, wow, maybe he is experiencing this concept himself. And that's part of the reason why he is unable to believe in God, because it reaches into a space where you have to use your spiritual eye to see, and you have to use the ears of your heart to hear and to trust and to believe that God is real and God is a greater concept than what any of us could dare to understand, right? But we work diligently every day to get closer to understanding that. right? And it's with that I say that God wants you to restore your faith. Have the faith of a mustard seed in this situation. Do not allow the world to make you doubt how real God truly is. Do not allow it. If you can look out into this world and see evil, I mean just unadulterated, uncouth evil, then you have to know that there is an equal and opposite of that. But the beauty of this is that we are working for the divine. So our currency, how we're paid, is with love. Love works in so many different ways. Love works financially, spiritually, physically, health-wise, mental health, all that. Relationships, connections, the earth itself. The love vibration is so powerful and so strong that even with this evil out here in this world, we still, as chosen beings, we find that vibration of love and we share it. And that is why God is so proud of you. And that's why God is sending this message to you to remind you that even though this breakthrough feels painful, it's a refinement process. You know, it's painful. You know, you got to go through the fire to purify the metal. The gold has to go through the fire. The silver has to go through the fire, right? It's painful. The olive has to go through the crushing. The grape has to go through the crushing, right? As you grow, you have to go through the stretching physically, mentally, spiritually. And sometimes it just does not feel good. Okay? But you have to remember that God is with you in that fire. That fire is what you prayed for. You just didn't understand that what you were praying for, this refinement, this renewal, this breakthrough, was going to feel like this as you squeeze through the portal of the old into the new. There is this mirroring energy around you having the ability to shine your light and to trust through this breakthrough. Because I know for a fact that for somebody out there who has been feeling as if love isn't real and that love won't come for them, I know for a fact that God is saying that's absolutely not true. As soon as you're able to step into this space of believing and seeing with your spiritual eye, you'll understand how manifestation actually works. You'll understand, because that being able to see that love and being able to vibrate love, I feel a true divine spiritual partner. And I also feel some resistance, like for someone, I feel specifically someone is in a relationship right now. Either you're engaged or you're married, or it's been a very long relationship, or you've been with this person, or you feel like you can't break from this person, or you're pregnant by this person, or you have kids by whatever this thing is. It feels like you feel very tied down to a dead situation, I'm hearing. But God said, faint not, have your faith, believe all things are possible. All things are possible. And just ask. Make sure your angels know what it is that you desire, but you've got to get clear of that first. Okay? As these relationships start to break down, change, and shift, you've got to be able to hold space for them, because you know that this is a divine process, but they may not know. So they may be calling you things like selfish. They might say things about you like you don't care anymore, but it's not that. It's just that God is shaping you, molding you, refining you, and it is quite the process. A lot of people are going to be shifted out of your life that cannot go with you to the next level because they themselves are not ready, and they will blame you for them not being ready. But God said, shine your light. It does not matter what they think. And this focus intention, if you've been watching on a regular basis, this focus intention has been coming out a lot. And it says, keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target and you will make your mark. The breakthrough is here. Please understand that the breakthrough is here. So you got to know that signs of a breakthrough are closed doors, dried up spaces, betrayal, black sheep, feeling like you're a black sheep. I call it the black sheep effect. You know, when you're no longer understood. I'm going to put this at the beginning of the video because this is really important. God is pruning your circle because everybody can't go with you. Okay, so those are signs of a breakthrough. If you've been experiencing these things, then you know this message is for you. You know it is. Final message. Oh my goodness. Your vibration is rising and is a number 43, which is a 7. This is a time of great spiritual growth for you. You are evolving to occupy a higher energetic frequency. And I'm telling you, this twin flame energy has been coming out consistently. I know for a fact that it means that somebody is going to be ushering in their divine partner through this vibration of holding their light, shining their light. Because see, your twin shines just as brightly as you do. You know, they may have themselves locked in a closet right now too, because they feel like they're the only one that can shine like that. Positive change in it, and it looks like the Wheel of Fortune is behind her. There's a lot of great change for you. And the other card that came, oh my goodness, don't give up on love. I'm telling you, somebody who has given up on love, and you don't believe, you're telling yourself every reason. You're like, yeah, but my situation is like this, or my situation is that, or my situation is that. That's why I can never be loved again. God said that is a lie from the pits of hell. And that as long as you're my child, my promises will reign supreme. It doesn't matter what anybody in this world has told you. As long as you are my child, my promises will come to light. And all you have to do is hold your faith, hold your vibration, and believe. Don't ever give up on love. Love of your life, love of yourself, love of the divine, love of the Most High God, love of your family, love of your blessings, and love of love in general. And never stop believing that God will bless you. Never stop believing. Don't give up on love. A relationship you cherish can be healed. Allow me to clear the way for forgiveness so that love can thrive again. You know, look, and this is not necessarily with a person. This is relationship, like the type of relationship, a romantic relationship, a mother-child relationship, a father-child relationship, a husband-wife relationship, boyfriend-girlfriend, some type of relationship, friendship relationship, work relationship. If you desire for it to be healed from your heart, then you need to make sure that you are working with your angels. Let them know what the task at hand is. At the bottom of the deck, we see recognize the signs from above. The number 444 is up here. Angels are sending you messages now, but you're too distracted to notice. Stay alert and open to divine guidance. I'm telling you, this is your season of breakthroughs. There have been a lot of things that happen to make you feel like it's never going to happen. But I'm telling you right now, it is. Let's get a time energy. Let's see if God will give us some time. I'm going to pick 3 cards. Okay, so choose a number 1, 2, or 3. I'm hearing the song Dirty Computer, so I'm going to continue that in another reading, and I'll post it tomorrow. Let's see, time. 1, 2, or 3. When will this breakthrough take place for the one who is viewing, God? This is number 1. Within the next few months. Time for number 2, God. Big happy changes, unspecified. The time is unspecified, but big happy changes. I'm telling you, shine your light. Shine your light. Vibrate higher. Number 2. Vibrate higher. Positive changes, good things. It's what you want to hear. It's what you want it to happen. You just have to hold on to that. You have to know, number 2, that with these energy shifts, that God wants this for you too. These desires that are in your heart, God put them in your heart and they are yours. You just have to believe it. Big happy changes, they have to start in your energetic field first, is what I'm hearing. Pile number 3. Pile number 3. Time. When is the breakthrough? When does the breakthrough show itself? Pile number 3. No time, and it's showing opportunity. Pile number 3. You have to remember that the energy that you vibrate on in your heart is yes. The energy of yes. My life, yes. My healing, yes. My blessings, yes. My finances, yes. Okay? That's your energy. You're saying yes. But you also have to make sure that you're trusting your intuition and talking to God. You have to pray. You have to pray. And for some of you guys do not pray enough. You know, some of you guys pray all the time, and that's great because your angels can help you stay focused. But for some of you, you don't see the importance in it or the value in it. But your angels, I'm telling you, look, it says reconsider. This was at the bottom, so I just figured I'd show you, since pile number 1 was the only one that was very straightforward. But it says reconsider. And then unlikely. So when I saw this unlikely energy, it made me feel like you're unlikely to actually make these changes and pray. But it literally says here, ask your angels. Ask your angels and don't stop asking. Don't stop asking and don't stop believing. So please, pile number 3, this opportunity, it's here. It's literally pouring out now. You see how that looks like those coins are pouring down on her? This is God's energy. It doesn't stop. That energy isn't pouring there just because she's standing there. That energy is pouring because it's God's promise. But the issue with us sometimes is that we are not in alignment. Like if she were to scoot over that way, you know, what if she said that God is no longer raining blessings on me? No, God is always raining blessings. You just have to come back over into alignment with that. Okay, and that is what God is asking you to do with this prayer, with this praying. Come back into alignment with the things that you desire and pray from your heart. Know that prayer really does move mountains. It moves obstacles. It kills sickness. It restores faith. It restores your mind and your body, your soul. So believe that. Trust that. Oh, look, as I split the deck to end it, and I see angels of healing are with you. A time of healing is about to bless your life. Accept Archangel Raphael's emerald green light while I enhance your strength. You guys, this is such a good message, and I'm so thankful to be the one to be able to be the conduit of it. And I'm so thankful that this restoration of your faith is going to allow you to be a conduit of that love and light. Okay? Shine your light. All right. I hope this message has been of some assistance to you. If it has, let me know. And we will talk again soon. Bye.